So there's this scene from one of my favorite shows called The Middle that has stuck with me for like nearly 8 years now. And I actually watched this show during a very formative age of my life. You know, the age where you start to realize maybe I can't eat cake for dinner. And also maybe my parents have a favorite child and maybe it's not me. Isn't that crazy? So the mom in the show, her name's Frankie, right? So after work, she goes to like this department store and she tries on this eye cream at this makeup store. And she absolutely loves it and she has to have it. And the sales lady talks her into buying it because that's what a sales lady does. So yeah, she's like, oh, it's just $20, whatever. I'm just going to buy it. I need to treat myself. I deserve this. So she buys it and then she goes home. And then her daughter's like, oh my God, what is that? And then she shows her daughter and her daughter takes a look at this eye cream and she's like, Mom, this isn't $20. It's $200. And then Frankie absolutely freaks out. She's like, wait, let me see. And then she realizes, oh my God, she just spent $200 on an eye cream. And then her husband comes home, Mike, and she's like, oh my God, I have to tell him I have no choice. So she tells Mike and he just looks at her and he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to pick up a few more night shifts. And then he just walks away. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't freak out. And she's just like, damn. The whole week after that, he just like avoids her and gives her the silent treatment. And she's like super guilty. So she's like, you know what? I need to make the situation better. So I'm going to go pick up a second job myself so that we can kind of work together, you know, repair this. So Mike and Frankie, they like, after the chaos of the episode, they like get together and they start having their heart to heart. And then Frankie is just like, oh my God, I'm really sorry. Like, I really didn't mean to make this mistake. I would have never done this on purpose. And Mike's like, I'm not mad at you for, you know, buying a $200 eye cream accidentally. I'm mad that we couldn't afford to make this mistake. I mean, that sent us over the edge and we have to work overtime now just to make ends meet. But then Frankie listens to Mike beating himself up over not being able to, you know, make ends meet, you know, for his family. And she's like, you know, it is true that, you know, that $200 sent us over the edge. But do you remember when we had our firstborn, Axel? We literally dug through the couch to find $5 in change because all it took back then to send us over the edge was $5. But now it takes $200. So isn't that progress? Oh, yeah, that's sorry. It's just that that line has lived rent-free in my mind ever since then, ever since I saw it. And I don't know, like this week, I was actually feeling pretty down or like just felt like I hadn't accomplished enough or hold up, like I'm beating myself up over not being able to do this thing here. But 17-year-old me would be like, damn, you got far enough over there to fail over there? Like 17-year-old me could not imagine me having 2 college degrees and a job in a country halfway across the world from India. But I do. So yeah, next time you're crashing out, just remember, you're not crying in your childhood bedroom because your mom said you couldn't go to a sleepover. You're crying in a bedroom halfway across the world in another country where you dream to study and work in because your heat bill might be $300 and you're still wearing 3 pairs of socks indoors.
I just wanna dive in the water with